I'm Ben Hoover, and this is Weekend Odds and Ends, a special Friday edition of the UPI Odd News Minute for May 30th, 2025. Welcome to Weekend Odds and Ends, our weekly roundup of the missed odd-portunities that didn't quite make this week's podcasts. First up, sheriff's deputies called to remove a bobcat from inside a Colorado resident's living room attempted to get the animal to chase lasers, but the feline was not impressed. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said deputies responded to a Ken Carl home where a resident found a bobcat hiding behind their TV. The sheriff's office said, "Cats and dogs chase laser pointers, but this bobcat was not impressed. When it wandered into a Ken Carl home and cozied up behind the TV, our deputies thought outside the box, trying their tasers as green lights to coax it out. The bobcat's verdict? Not interested." The bobcat eventually left at its own pace through the back door, which had been left open for it. Deputies wrote, "Guess some intruders just aren't dazzled by our high-tech tricks." Moving on from felonious feral felines to scrumptious snack simulacrum, famed wax museum Madame Tussauds London unveiled its latest recreation of one of Britain's most beloved icons, a sausage roll from the bakery chain Greggs. The museum showcased the Greggs sausage roll wax sculpture in the run-up to National Sausage Roll Day, which falls on June 5th. The museum said, "For a limited time only, the beloved British classic has secured a top spot in our Baker Street attractions culture capital zone, alongside the likes of Sir David Attenborough, Stormzy, and William Shakespeare." Officials wrote the culture capital zone is dedicated to those who've helped shape the landscape of British culture, from trailblazing artists to political giants, and now the golden flaky pastry icon of British cuisine. A sausage roll, for those unfamiliar, is a savory treat made by wrapping a sausage in puff pastry and baking it. Speaking of celebrated consumables, police in New York warned drivers to avoid a stretch of highway on Tuesday after a tractor trailer covered the roadway in soybean powder. West Seneca Police Department officers responded to what the department called the scene of the biggest protein spill bust in WSPD history. The department explained that a tractor trailer had lost its load of protein powder in the roadway. Police said, "Please avoid the area while we clean up, or bring a vacuum." The social media post joked that the first officer on the scene has a milk truck and giant shaker bottle on the way. And finally, in our recurring segment, The Afternoon Rush, a pair of serial Guinness World Record breakers reunited in Idaho to capture the title for the most behind-the-back baseball catches in 1 minute. David Record Breaker Rush, who holds the most concurrent Guinness World Records titles, reunited with former neighbor Jonathan Hollywood Hannon in Boise. The two men had been neighbors and record-breaking partners for several years before Hannon moved to Michigan. Rush said, "We were neighbors and co-conspirators in over 30 world record titles. From speed challenges to coordination stunts, we've always pushed each other to the edge of what's possible, and then a little further." The pair took some time during their reunion to take on the title for the most behind-the-back baseball catches in 1 minute, which stood at 30. Rush wrote, "We didn't jump right into it. It took a few warm-ups, a couple of mistimed tosses, and a solid rhythm to get back in sync. But once we locked in, the chemistry was undeniable. Just like old times." The men successfully took the record with 39 catches in 1 minute. Rush said the record also gave the pair another distinction, saying, "With this new title, we believe we now hold the most active Guinness World Records together as a duo. From Boise backyards to official record-breaking stages, our partnership has always been about fun, challenge, and pushing limits. Together." For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit UPI.com. Follow the UPI Odd News Minute on YouTube and TikTok. What snack food do you think deserves to be immortalized in wax at Madame Tussauds? Give us your answer in the comments.